Hello guys, welcome to the TNA Throwback, and I think it's pretty self-explanatory what we're about to book here. It's time for the No Surrender pay-per-view, and I have already explained in the last episode that this will be a lifetime booking. This is not gonna be part of the new format, so let's move on to the show. So the show will start with the X Division match. I have been building up this match for the past following weeks. You already know that Kazarian has been in a feud with RVD for the past two pay-per-views and he won this feud, so the obvious thing here is gonna be putting Austin Aries in the mix. So the match will be as follows. Kazarian, obviously, the story here is that Austin Aries is gonna be his weakness. So Kazarian will actually win the match by stealing the pin on RVD. So actually Austin Aries is gonna do a brainbuster on RVD and he's gonna go for the win, but Kazarian is gonna steal the pin by taking him out and winning in this way. So the goal here is to keep Austin Aries strong because we need to continue the feud and we need to take out RVD from this feud. Since RVD was used to put over Kazarian as the X Division champion, I have explained to you guys that I don't have plans to make older guys like RVD champions. So here, this was my idea behind this match. And you know, instead of making a singles match between Austin Aries and Kazarian at this pay-per-view, my idea was to make it a three-way, because this way we can have the singles match at Bound for Glory. So the next match is gonna be Angelina Love beating Velvet Sky for the Knockouts Championship. There's really nothing to say here. We are still pending Gail Kim's return, which will be on next week's Impact. So we'll kind of start some storylines there. So next match is gonna be for the World Tag Team titles. We have Styles and Daniels, who are the new #1 contenders, and actually they're gonna win. So they will become the champions here. So I think the idea here is obvious. You know the angles from the past following weeks where the Pope was communicating with Devon, and I guess he successfully brainwashed him. So here the finish will be Devon just... He's not gonna turn Ray in the direct type of sense, but he's gonna walk away. Ray's gonna be left alone, and Styles and Daniels are gonna pick up the win, and they'll become the new tag team champions. So pretty much this is a Devon heel turn, but I'm gonna solidify the heel turn, I guess, on the next week's show. So this was the idea here. I think it was pretty obvious to begin with. So my idea here is to put Devon with the Congregation stable. So the Congregation will consist of Dinero, Devon, Jordan, and Creed. Then we have Robbie E and Jay Lethal for the global title. Of course, this is not gonna be the blow-off since they're feuding for a month. So I'm not gonna do a title change here. Robbie E just became the global champion like 1 month ago. So the idea here is in the build, Jay Lethal was winning all the time. He already beat him in the tag match, he pinned him in the singles match. So here we're gonna have Robbie beating Jay Lethal via interference from his girlfriend Christy Hemme, Ric Flair is not gonna be able to interfere here. So we will continue this feud until Bound for Glory. It needs to pick up more steam, I believe. This is not the right time to blow it off. So the next match is gonna be Gunnar and Kurt Angle in a street fight. Of course, Kurt Angle will get his revenge here. Gunnar and Angle were set up because Gunnar costed Angle the match. Angle was supposed to be... Angle was facing Sting in order to... The winner was supposed to face Jarrett at this pay-per-view. And Gunnar interfered, and that's how we set up this match. So Angle is gonna pick up the win here. Then we have the Dinero and the Pope in a singles match. I'm sorry, Dinero and Joe. I don't know why I said Dinero and the Pope. So Dinero is gonna win, of course. He's gonna win by interference from his guys. Let's say Orlando Jordan. Orlando Jordan is gonna provide a distraction. They're gonna beat him down. They're gonna beat Joe down. I have big plans for Dinero going forward. That's why I'm giving him the win here. And I also have plans for Joe. So on next week's Impact, a lot of things will change. That's for sure. This is kind of a conclusion to some of the feuds. Because on next week's Impact, we begin the road to Bound for Glory. We got 4 weeks of Impacts to build up the match, to build up the pay-per-view. So here we have the Ultimate Submission match between Sting and Jeff Jarrett, and Sting is gonna go over. Why? Because Sting needs this grudge win, I guess. I think I have run the heel. I've been getting heel heat for the World Elite for a lot of time, and we need some kind of a blow up. But of course, this is not gonna be the blow up. This is just gonna be the beginning. As you guys know, the match of Sting and Jarrett doesn't have any stakes. So at Bound for Glory, we will make up some new stakes. So in the main event, Mr. Anderson is gonna retain. Let me just book first and I'll explain. So Sting is gonna beat Jarrett in a submission match because I believe we need to give the babyface some comeuppance. World Elite has been running the show and they've been ruining Sting and Angle's lives and almost all the other guys on the roster for the past few months. So we need Sting to get this victory over Jeff Jarrett at the pay-per-view. But this is not gonna be the end because Bound for Glory is approaching, and you will see the creative direction on next Impact. I don't want to spoil my show. I have already came up with a few ideas, so we will see what happens at Bound for Glory. But this is gonna be Sting picking up the win. Of course, this match has no stakes. This was just a revenge for Sting. So both Angle and Sting are gonna win their matches here over World Elite. In the main event, Mr. Anderson is gonna beat Jeff Hardy fair and square. He's gonna beat him clean in an Iron Man match. So this will completely make him a babyface. So Anderson is a babyface now. Whether he'll move on from Hardy or not, and what his opponent will be at Bound for Glory. You know, we got a lot of questions following this pay-per-view, and a lot of those questions are gonna be answered on next episode when we start our way to... That's crazy, like 94% for the Team 3D Styles and Daniels match. And Devon's turn was great. Of course, J-Lit and Robbie E suffered. This was poor timing. I should have put the tag titles match later in the show. Actually, great ratings for this show. Almost every match is above the 80%. And this is really unfortunate because actually the main event was a letdown. So this sucks, I guess. So we are done with the No Surrender pay-per-view, and we are on our way now to Bound for Glory. So a lot of questions will be answered. Who is gonna be the new #1 contender for Anderson? What's gonna happen between World Elite and the Sting and Angle deal? And you're gonna see my ideas on next week's show. So I guess the pay-per-view was fine. This is a format I'm only gonna use for the pay-per-views. The rest of the rest of the shows, TV shows, are gonna be run in the format I have already explained to you guys. I'm gonna book the show in advance and I'm gonna do it. It's easier this way, and we'll have 10-minute clips instead of 25 minutes. So bye for now. We're gonna see each other in the next episode.